भावना, YouTube पर एक बार चेक करिए कि हमारी लाइव स्ट्रीम उधर शुरू हो गई है या नहीं। मैंने
ठीक
इधर से कर दिया है, एक बार चेक करिए प्लीज।
ठीक है ठीक है। सर शुरू हो गई है।
ठीक है, मैं अभी वेटिंग रूम डिसेबल कर देता हूँ ताकि डायरेक्टली
They have
लोग,
been admitted. They have been admitted.
सर आई मीन दोज हु कम आफ्टर here onwards they will directly join the meeting room instead of the waiting room.
Sir, please make Bhavna ma'am the co-host.
Thank you, Mohit, for making these photographs part of today's program. Can you hear me?
Yes sir.
Okay. Should we start or should we wait for 2-3 more minutes?
Sir, it's exactly 3:01. Probably if you allow, we should wait for another 3-4 minutes for some more participants to join in.
You can play the slides when I am speaking. Slides are essential when you speak, you can put your PPT.
Sure, sir.
I think, Mohit, we should start. Rest of the participants may join because still we will take about 5-6 minutes to introduce.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Over to you.
Good afternoon to all the friends who have joined online today on today's a very special day, very auspicious day. The country is celebrating today as Librarians Day, National Librarians Day. I welcome you all on today's webinar on National Librarians Day. I welcome the speaker of the day, Mr. Mohit Sharma, who is CEO of Refereed Solutions. And that Refereed Solution is providing us the platform, due eLibrary platform. I welcome you, Mohit. I welcome Bhavna Goswami, a colleague from Mr. Mohit. I also welcome my colleague, MS Bhavna Vasist from University Library System. Friends, we are today celebrating 130th birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, the icon who is referred to as father of Indian library science. He is Padam Shri recipient and he is known for all his works. There is no sphere of library and information professional in which he has not written a document challenging all the prevailing rules and norms. He has extensively written books, and all his books are carrier of new information, new knowledge in that area. You could see on the screens that today we organized a physical Librarians Day program with the students in Central Library. Friends, let me tell you, this library building was designed and it was built under the supervision of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan. So we are really proud of this library building and the attachment of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan with University of Delhi. Due eLibrary platform provides you the ease and facility to access all the resources which university is subscribing in electronic format, and this you can access from anywhere, anytime, and any device. It provides you a mobile app through which you can use your smartphone to access the resources, to find a research paper, to find a book, to download a book, to download a research paper. There are many more things which I leave for the speaker, Mr. Mohit, to tell you. I wish all of you a best learning, and I invite Mr. Mohit to deliver his speech. Mr. Mohit, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I am audible and...
Yes, you are audible. Audible, Mohit.
Thank you. So, again, happy National Librarians Day, and I am fortunate that I share two things with Dr. Ranganathan. We share the birthday. So, and
happy birthday to you, Mohit.
Thank you so much, sir. And I feel fortunate that I stumbled upon into this field of library science. I never started as a library science professional. I did my BTech and MBA, and I feel that grateful to the industry and grateful also to the Almighty to figure out a path for me and make me contribute to the best of my ability to the field. So we started refereed in 2016, and we started only with one library. Today, with blessings from all the librarians in the industry, I feel proud to say that we are able to add value to close to 450 campuses in India. And amongst all the 450 campuses, obviously, DU is a crown in the jewel, and we got an opportunity to work with the DU library system team last year onwards, and we wanted to basically achieve three major objectives with the library platform. One, we understood, and Dr. Rajesh Singh sir was very kind in making me understand that nothing is taken casually in DU. Everything, every person, every research scholar, every student is sincere, and thus library sits at the center of the university mission, and we'll have to pull up our socks, and we'll have to do a very good job in making sure that the diverse user types that there are in the university system, they are served well. It's not just an undergraduate coming straight from high school to the most renowned research scholars of the country. The DULS library system serves all kinds of users. So we needed to build a system which serves all kinds of users with diverse media formats. And of course, the technology has to play a key role in making sure that all the e-resources are served to all users in a very seamless manner, 24/7, from anywhere across the globe. And of course, we understood that not every student has access to laptop or desktop, but safe to say that every student now in higher education at least has access to one smartphone. In fact, I was very happy to read that a month back that we have even surpassed China when it comes to the penetration of mobile phones and mobile telephony in the world. So we are at #1 right now. And we wanted to make sure that access to the rich collection that DU has, that access to those resources is provided to all users through mobile phones as well. So I will share my screen, and we will do a detailed demonstration of the eLibrary platform. And I will try to cover each and every aspect, from the collection to search, on how you can browse different collections and how you can personalize the experience. I will try to explain all the features in a very detailed manner. And once I'm done with my demonstration, you can always, type in your queries, your feedback, your suggestions in the chat box, and I'll try to address all your queries and all your feedback after the demonstration. Bhavna, just a quick confirmation. I hope you can still see my screen.
Yes.
Thank you. So DU eLibrary sits at duelibrary.in. So that's a very simple and easy to remember URL. Just go to duelibrary.in, And the first thing that a user needs to do in order to access the platform and its services and its collections is login into the platform. So here's the login box. A couple of points here, very important ones. In case you already have an email address, the official DU email address, which ends with @du.ac.in. If you have the official domain name, right, email address, then you can always log in using that. We have an inbuilt integration of the Google OAuth, which means that your DU official account can be used to log in into the eLibrary. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to go through any request process. You can just use your official email address to log in into the DU eLibrary. But we also understand that there are many students and in fact, many scholars and some students as well, because we are a very big system serving access to so many colleges. We understand that not everybody has official DU email address, right? So in case you do not have the official DU email account, you can still have your account registered. All you need to do is just, here's the email address linked with this link. The email address is remoteaccess@duls.du.ac.in. You can also see it on my screen on the lower left corner. So remoteaccess@duls.du.ac.in. Just send us your details. We will be needing one ID card or library card or fee slip to authenticate you. And once we receive your details, we promise we'll be able to send you your, we'll register you and we'll send you your login credentials within 24, maximum 48 hours from receiving your details, right? So even if you don't have an official email account, DU email account, you can still get your account registered on any other email, provided we receive your ID and your personal details. Another thing, I understand that there must be many librarians from colleges affiliated to DU who are a part of this session. We have already received the details of all the users from respective colleges, many colleges, and we have already registered them on the DU eLibrary platform. But just in case the librarian sir or ma'am feels that their college users are still not registered on the DU eLibrary platform, then please send the entire database of your users. We basically need only 3-4 details like the name, the email address, and of course their batch details. So only these 3-4 preliminary details we need from the librarian, and you can send us the entire database of students and faculty members in your college. And you need to send it again to the same email address, which is remoteaccess@duls.du.ac.in. We receive the list from you. We will register all the users of your college, those to whom we can provide access of this platform. And we will make sure that all the users are notified via email within 24 or maximum 48 hours. So these are the ways you can have your account registered and get access to this platform. Once you have your account login details, it's pretty simple from there onwards. Just using the registered email address and the password provided to you, and you can sign in. Please understand that when you do the first time login, the platform will also ask you to set up your own secret password, because the password that we set is known to us. So we prefer users setting up their own secret password to have total privacy and total control of their account. So once you have set up your account, you have logged into this eLibrary. From there onwards, you have full access to all the e-collections that reside on this platform and all its services, all its features, and you can access it from anywhere across the globe. Let's just look at the home page or the dashboard of the platform. So you can have a quick glance on your past readings. I don't want to search for some books or journals that I read in my last session, right? So just like on Netflix or on Prime, you see continue watching section on Netflix. It is similar to that, so that you can have a quick retrieval of what you were perhaps reading last time, and you can probably continue your reading, and you don't have to search for the document again. The library team also recommends content. We keep adding ebooks, e-journals, video lectures to this e-library platform, and we recommend those ebooks and e-journals and video lectures for you to have a look at. There's a detailed video tutorial also available on the platform. Here's the link, and even after the demo, if you want to catch up on any of the features, if you have any doubts, you can always access this video tutorial. This trending section basically shows the list of publications which are most used in the DULS ecosystem. So all the 15,000 plus users that we currently have registered on the platform and are actively using the service. So whatever is being read most by the entire community shows in the trending section here. Of course, the library team also does news clipping, and all the recent news clippings can be seen here. This shows you the top users. You can also find your own rank in SocioLib. I will talk about that feature a little later. But currently, Srishti and Ekta Kundra Arora, these are the two top users of DU eLibrary. And of course, there are links available on the platform for you to download the DU eLibrary mobile app on iOS or on your Android device, right? We will talk about the mobile app a little later. In the e-resources section at the top is where you can browse the entire eLibrary collection, right? You will find almost all the subjects that form a part of the rich subject portfolio of DU are listed here, right? And let's say I am interested in history. All I need to do is just click on this link, and all the e-resources related to history, whether they are subscribed by the university or they are available through open access platforms, they get listed here, right? Likewise, you can browse content for any subject or any discipline that is listed here by just a single click. Of course, DU library is probably the richest in terms of e-collection, and you would find close to 50 publishers from where we have aggregated and we have subscribed content as a library system. You will find some of these leading society publishers like APS, some of the most renowned university presses like Oxford University Press, Cambridge University Press, commercial publishers like Elsevier, right? Databases from ProQuest, and of course, aggregators like JSTOR, legal databases like Manupatra, Westlaw, SCC Online. So it's a very, very, very rich collection, and all the 50 plus publishers from where DU Library subscribes content from, all of them are integrated on this platform for single point access from anywhere, anytime, right? So let's say I want to read some Elsevier journal. All I need to do is just click on this link, right? I click on any journal here, just the read button. And quite evidently, right now, I'm not in DU campus, but the platform does all the work, right? It has an inbuilt remote authentication, and you are authenticated on the Elsevier platform, and you have full text access to all the articles. You can read the article full text in HTML format, or you could download the PDF. So basically, the exact experience that you would get while sitting in the campus is now available to you for all the publishers from anywhere across the globe at any point of time. Let me open a couple of other publishers as well. Let me see Cambridge University eBooks. Let me open one ebook platform as well. So all I need to do is just click on the read button, right? Platform does all the work, right? I am authenticated on CUP platform, access provided by University of Delhi, and I have full text access to this entire ebook. There are a couple of workflows which I wanted to explain, a couple of publishers where there is something additional that you need to do. One of them is SCC Online. We keep receiving number of emails for SCC Online. So let me show you that platform working as well. SCC Online is probably one of the most renowned legal databases and a very good platform. So all you need to do is just click on SCC Online, read button. You will find when you click on login, there is this box, IP login, right? All you need to do is enter your already registered email address registered on SCC Online platform. So I'm going to do right. I just enter my login ID, email address, click on the login button. And the platform opens, and now I can carry out my searches, my discovery, and I can read the content. Let me log out. In case you don't have your email address registered on SCC Online platform, then also, I mean, it's a very, very simple process. All you need to do is just click here, enter your email address, your full name. The platform will also ask you for your batch details like 2020 to 2022 or 2022 to 2025. So that declaration you need to give apart from these two details, and then you are registered on SCC Online platform. It's a one-time process. Once you are registered on SCC Online, all you need to do is go through eLibrary, click on IP login, enter your already registered email address, click on the login now button, and you will be able to access SCC Online content. If there are still any queries related to SCC Online, please feel free to type them in the chat box, and I'll be happy to address after the demo. So all the platforms that you see here, it's a very long list, right? All the publishers, all the databases are fully integrated. Scopus is another citation database which is integrated with this eLibrary, and many users use it. All you need to do is just click on this Scopus link, click on the read button. We do the authentication on the Scopus platform. I can do my search. Gives me the search results, right? A point to note here, since it's a citation database, not everything is accessible on it, right? Depends. I mean, there might be some articles which are subscribed. Let's say this particular article, it might feature in the subscription portfolio of DU, but it's not necessary, right? So you will find some articles on Scopus which are not accessible to you. And perhaps the ones which are accessible to you, if they are open access, you will find a full text button here. And you can also do a search for this article on the eLibrary to see the link resolved full text link, right, for the article. So you could browse by discipline, by publisher, and access content. If you are interested in a particular media type, you can also look for that particular media type. Let's say I'm only interested in video lectures, right? I click here. I see all the 131,000 video lectures that are available on the platform. Let's just look at the entire e-collection that sits on this eLibrary. I click on this all content button, you will find that there are close to 11 lakh, more than 1 million full text e-resources available in this e-library. There is a rich collection of subscribed resources, but then we have also added, a huge collection of open access resources from more than 200 different platforms. The DULS team has been kind enough to also guide us in this process and tell us what resources from open access domain can be pulled into this e-library. And let me show you this open access collection. You will find there's a rich collection of thesis and dissertation from more than 1,000 universities. We have a rich collection of theses from more than 1,000 universities, and not just from India, but from across the globe. Currently, we have limited our aggregation of open access resources to only English, to only resources which are the full text is in English or in Indian regional languages. But if you suggest, we can also pull in theses, dissertations, ebooks in other foreign languages as well. Currently, we have restricted the scope to English and Indian regional languages. But still, we have close to 10 lakh theses and dissertations, more than 1,31,000 video lectures. And again, this is a very, very rich collection of video lectures and goes beyond NPTEL, right? So you have lectures from Yale, you have lectures from Harvard University, you have lectures from MIT, you have lectures from some of the most popular authors and YouTube contributors, right? So we keep curating content which is highly sensitive to a higher education environment, and we keep adding these video lectures, theses, ebooks on the e-library. If you feel that we can probably include any other media type in addition to what we are currently doing. So currently we have theses, videos, ebooks, journals, reports, and conference proceedings. So if you believe we can also add some other media type from credible open access resources, please feel free to point them out in your suggestions to us, and we will be happy to start indexing open access resources from your recommended channels or your recommended platforms as well. You will also find that there are some topical collections available here. We have currently built about 10 topical collections here. So for an example, I am interested in digital marketing. In one click, I get to see theses, research articles, video lectures related to digital marketing. Currently, we have built these 10 topical collections, and we await your suggestions in curating content and building more collections like these. So you can suggest some topical collections to the library team, and we'll be happy to do the aggregation work and build topical collections based on your feedback. We were always clear that the scope of the e-library should not be restricted to only scholarly or research or learning resources. So we started including content which is more in the category of journal reading. So we have literature in about 16,000 literary works in Hindi, English, Urdu, Punjabi, and covers all the popular authors, right? From William Shakespeare, Mark Twain to Munshi Premchand, right? So all these 16,000 titles are also available to you, and you can, most of these are available as audiobooks or PDF titles, but there is no restriction. You can download them, you can use them as per your choice. I mean, we have made sure that nothing predatory, nothing which violates copyright is added to the platform. So you can use it without any concern, without any worry. We also have expert talks, close to 10,000 expert talks from channels like Big Think, TED, curated on the platform. We believe that a talk from an expert on any topic is as relevant as a classroom lecture. So we have curated all these expert talks from different platforms, from different channels as well. You will find a collection of news publications here. So like I told you earlier, the DU library team also does news clippings almost on daily basis, and you will find news related to Delhi University listed on the platform. And as a user, you can just click on this bell icon, and tomorrow onwards, you will start receiving all the news clippings, all the new latest news clippings from the library team directly to your email account. You won't even have to come on the eLibrary platform to go through the news clips. So you can subscribe to these news clippings. In addition to news clippings by the library team, there are headlines from multiple online news portals like CNN, Gadget, TechCrunch, NextWeb, Next Big Future, Tech Radar, Hindu, Times of India. And you can also subscribe to headlines from these news boards, right, by just clicking on the bell icon. So we have also tried to include news headlines on this eLibrary. So till now, I have given you a quick glance on the kind of e-collections that we have on the platform. Now, let me just go to the next part of the demo, in which I'll be trying to explain you different search strategies that you can use to find content on the platform. Let me start with something really simple. So I'm going to do a search on, let's say, nanotechnology. You can use keywords as per your choice. So I have done a search for nanotechnology. In the first retrieval, I get to see the publications, right? I get to see how many theses, how many video lectures, how many ebooks, journals, and reports are available on the platform that talk about nanotechnology. In one go, I get to see how many of these publications out of 219 are available through open access platform and how many of them are subscribed. I can use these filters the way I want. If I am only interested in subscription-based resources, I can do that. I have applied a filter on subscribed resources, and I have 2 subscribed ebooks and 7 journals on nanotechnology subscribed, right? So you can use these filters. You can filter by publisher, you can filter by author, you can filter by media type, you can filter by year of publication. You can use these filters to drill down the search result set that you get, right? You can also sort them by title A to Z, Z to A, by year of publication, from latest to oldest, or by relevance, right? So this result set that you currently see on the screen is at a publication level, right? If I wanted to look for research articles or news articles which are published in journals or in the databases which are subscribed by the university, all I need to do is switch over the tab from e-catalog to article, right? We use a real-time search. So rest assured, if an article was published 5 minutes ago on, let's say, Taylor and Francis, and is a part of our subscription base, our search will be able to pull that article, right? So instead of going to ACS, AIP, JGate, Wiley Online, Elsevier, World Scientific, Springer Link, Emerald, DOAJ, Taylor and Francis, and so on, instead of going to all these databases from where we have subscriptions, from where we have journals, right? We can just do a single search and the platform does all the work, and you get to see all the articles from all the subscribed journals and databases. If you want to see a summary of all the articles fetched from different platforms, you can do that, right? Right? So basically how any federated or real-time search works is how our platform also works. One thing to note here is that when we do a search, the default search will only show you articles which are either subscribed by the university, like you see this green lock. It means that this is coming through, through our subscription, because of our subscription. But at the same time, we also show you research articles from open access platforms or open access journals, right? So that you don't miss out on any article for which you have access to full text in the search. right? The default search is restricted to only subscribed articles plus open access articles. So basically, all the articles for which you can access full text is what we show you by default. But let us say you are also interested in seeing those articles for which, university hasn't paid for. I mean, they are not subscribed by the university. And also they are not open access articles, but you still want to see those results because abstract level access would still be available to you. So all you need to do is just click on this button, include preview only content, which means that include those articles as well for which we do not have full text access. I hope that point is clear to all the research scholars, to all the faculty members. By default, we show you the articles, like currently what you are seeing on the screen are all the articles for which we have paid the subscription to the publisher or are available through open access journals, right? So that you get 100% link currency. You click on any article, you get full text access to it, right? So let me open one article, let's say from Taylor and Francis. I click on this article and rest assured, I have full text access to this article, right? I can download its PDF as well. It is not asking me for payment and it shows that I have full access. But in case you want to expand your search to include articles for which you have only abstract level access, then all you need to do is just click on this button, include preview only content, and you will be able to see those articles as well. One thing which we have also added in last 2 or 3 weeks, and this came as a feedback from a couple of scholars in DU only, is that we should be able to rank articles. So currently, I mean, these are all the filters, and we had title. You could sort articles by in alphabetic order, in order of year of publication, by relevance as well, by publisher rank as well. And what does publisher rank means? So if Taylor and Francis has ranked some article number 1, then it will show higher on our platform as well, right? So you could sort articles by publisher rank, but now you can also sort articles. You can also sort articles by number of citations that they have. A little disclaimer here, not all the publishers give citation count for all their articles, in the search result. So we are able to do that for, I would say, about 70% of the publishers, not 100%, but you get to see. When you perform a search, if you use this sort by citation, you will be able to see articles in order of most number of citations to least number of citations. So for an example, I did this search for nanotechnology. This particular article has 5979 citations. Clearly, this is more relevant than this one, right? It has 817 citations. This one has 205 citations, and so on, right? So you get to see the citation counts as well, if available through the publisher. And if there is anything available on the platform related to nanotechnology in the collections, it will surface here. If there is any expert talk or literature available in the collection, in the eLibrary related to my search query, then it will show in the mode. So it is very much Google-like. All you need to do is just do a single search and we are able to show you publications and articles from the subscribed and open access world in one go, and embedded with remote access link, so that, I mean, wherever you are, you can access full text of the articles, of the ebooks on any device, anytime, from anywhere, right? So a couple of more search strategies. So let's say I don't want to search for all kind of publications. I want to search for only ebooks and related to, let's say, okay. So I can also target my query to different media types, right? I can target my query to these media types And I can also define the field of search. So if I don't want to search for title, but I want to search by author, I can also do that from the basic search itself, right? So I did a search for ebooks for carbon nanotubes and I got about 33 results, right? But you will find that there are a few results here like this one, narratives of low carbon transitions. It is appearing here because I've done a keyword search, right? Of course, it will show carbon nanotubes related ebooks, journals ranked higher, but it will also show you results which only have carbon or nanotube in the search results. So it's pretty simple, just how you do it on Google. You can use phrase search and on our platform, you do that by using quotes on either sides. Okay, so if I do carbon nanotubes, but as a phrase, so of course, I will receive now lesser number of results, but only the results where carbon nanotubes exist as a phrase. You can do more complex queries. I'm just doing simple ones to explain the concept, right? And if anything is available where carbon nanotubes exist as a phrase, right, it will show in our search results. So you can use from just the basic search bar also. You can achieve a lot, right? But you also have a very advanced search form, both for catalog search and for research articles, right? You can use different Boolean operators. You can define relationships between different keywords. You can define metadata field for your search queries, like I want to search for nanotechnology and author Mark published between year 2015 to 2020, and I only want ebooks, right? And I only want a subscribe title. I can do all of these different query arrangements and construct a very complex search query, and rest assured the platform will deliver you only and only relevant results. Let's do a search query for okay. I'm going to do a search now by author, and let's say from 2022, and this time, okay, let me do it on all the publishers. But for articles also, the point I wanted to make was that you can also select sources. So for an example, for a researcher of sociology, probably ACS, AIP, APS, they don't probably hold a lot of value. So you can unselect these publishers in your search, right? So you can construct your search query by selecting different metadata field, defining the relationship between different keywords, applying filter on year, right? Choosing the sources you want to target your search to. You can do all kind of arrangements and you can perform a search. Let's see if we get something for the author. Again, the platform is doing a real-time search, right? So, and you get to see relevant results like Namita Rajput, experimental marketing strategies used by luxury cosmetic companies, a scholar from the university. So you can define different keywords and different relationships between keywords to construct your advanced search query. So that's how you can do search. Now let me go to the next part of my demo, in which I'll explain how you can personalize experience of this eLibrary to your context. So I'm going to do a search for, let's say, nanotechnology. And let's say I have got these results. I don't have time to read them right now, but also I don't want to search for them again. So what can I do? I can create as many reading lists as I want to. So I'll create a reading list here. I'll create a new folder. Workshop on National Librarians Day. Okay. I'll create this folder. I'll also save an ebook. If there's an ebook, I'll apply a filter. Let me save an ebook also. I'll save this one to the same folder. Workshop on NLP. So I can create as many folders as I want to. I can save as many documents as I want to. I can save it from catalog. I can save it from articles. I can save it from collections or from information services. And all of them sit here in the reading list. This is my space. This is an individual user's space. So you will see that I've just created this folder, workshop on NLD, and I saved these two documents, right? I can export citation of these documents in these three formats. A little update for all of you. By mid of September, we will have an open integration with Zotero, which means that your ability to export citations will not be limited to only these three formats, but to hundreds of formats that Zotero supports. So we are very close to that integration, and you'll be able to export citations directly from the search result page or from your reading list in any format that you want. Excuse me. So you can export citation of these documents that you have saved in reading list. You can also email the link of these two documents to your peers. If you are co-authoring an article, if you're co-authoring a book chapter with someone, you can email the links of these documents. But again, the author, your co-author, your peer has to be a part of DU eLibrary platform. He must be registered on the platform to access content through those links, right? So he will have to log in on the platform to access those links, but you can always share your favorite resources or something that you found relevant on the platform with your peers directly through reading list. In fact, let's say you find some third-party web page relevant to your research, right? Let's say nanotechnology Wikipedia page. For an example, I want to save this to my reading list. Can I do that? Yes, you can. Just copy this URL. And here's this feature called Webhook. In fact, Webhook is also available as a Google Chrome extension. So you can install Webhook Google Chrome extension, and using the extension, you can directly save it to your reading list, right? All you need to do is just copy and paste the URL, and the platform will fetch all the metadata that's available, right? You can add, edit metadata and save this page. So you can also save, web pages, third-party web pages in your reading list so that your entire reading material sits in one place, right? In fact, in the reading list, you can also see your entire history or whatever you have accessed on the platform from latest to oldest. So you have that entire tracking of whatever you have read on the platform available in the reading list as well. Another feature I wanted to show you was Social Lib. So this is like a social media platform or a social feature, but in context of library collections. So just like you follow your friends on Facebook or Instagram, right? You can also follow peers in the DU eLibrary ecosystem. You can find your peers here, right? You can search for them by name or email address, and whosoever you have followed, whatever they are reading on the eLibrary, you will be able to see their reading activity on the wall, right? So just like you see photos and social activity of your friends on Facebook and Instagram, here you can see the reading activity of your peers by following them. It's just one more way of finding content on the platform. Instead of doing searches, I can see what my friends, what my peers are reading on the platform. And it's one more way of finding content for me, right? But at the same time, at any point of time, if you feel that you do not want to be followed, you do not want your reading activity to be told to your followers, you can always get into a private mode by just clicking on a single button, right? So you can always get into a private mode and your reading activity will not be disclosed to your followers. So the entire experience that you saw, the collections, search, personalization features, remote access, ability to search articles from different databases, all of these facilities and functions are available not just through this web platform, but also through a fully branded mobile app. And the mobile app is sitting on the iOS App Store. All you need to do is just look for DU eLibrary, right? And your same login credentials, the same login credentials that you use on web platform are the same ones that you will use for the mobile app as well. So if you are an iOS user, right, you can install the mobile app from App Store on your mobile phones, iPhones. And if you are an Android user, you can also find the same app on Google Play Store, and you can download and install this mobile app to access the library collections. Another update for you, in the next, again, by end of August or first week of September, we will be updating this app, and it will run beautifully even on the tablets. Currently, also, you can install this app on the Android tablets or iPads, and it works well. But we are going to do another update by end of this August to make sure that the experience for tablets and Android for iPads and Android tablets is beautifully designed. So we are working in that direction as well. So this was a quick, but I believe a detailed demonstration of all the features. But I'm sure all of you have many queries, many suggestions on how we can take this initiative further. We have just got started. There are a number of features that we have planned for the platform. And of course, the library team is working diligently to expand the collection of e-resources by subscribing to more databases and acquiring more ebook titles to cover more disciplines, more subject areas. So any suggestions you have, any feedback you have, any queries you have for the platform, I am all ears, and I would love to answer all of them. You have the chat box in the Zoom, and I'll go through your queries one by one and try to answer all of them. Sir, should I straight away go to the queries, or you probably want to add something related to the platform, sir? Rajesh, sir?
Rajesh is busy in a meeting, so I would follow up.
Okay.
So you please go ahead with the question answer.
Sure. Okay. Okay, one person asked, what email address can be used for creating an account? I've already explained that. My colleague Bhavna has also mentioned the email address in the chat box. Remote access at duls.du.ac.in is where you write in case you don't have access to this platform. For those with remote log access, okay. So one thing that we wanted to clarify was that our predecessor platform, Remote Log, is not in use anymore, and you need to have your account registered on DU eLibrary. In fact, most of the users of who were registered on Remote Log have been migrated on this new platform, and we have sent the login credentials multiple times through email. In fact, I just took a count today itself. In the last 6 months, we have responded to more than 4,000 emails, regarding login credentials, right? And in helping to solve access issues, we have responded to more than 4,000 emails. But in case you, Dipali, if you do not have access to DU eLibrary, but you were registered with Remote Log, please check your email. You must have received the login credentials from our side. If you cannot find them, then on the footer, you will find a support@referee.com, or you can always write to to remoteaccess@duls.edu.ac.in, and we will make sure that you are made aware of your login credentials within 24 hours. Dr. Babita, institutional email is preferred. If you have your institutional email, then you can, without even signing up, without even registering on the platform, you can just, I'll again show it here. On the login page, log in with DU official account. If you have your institutional email, which is on domain at du.ac.in, right? You can use that, but it is not mandatory. If you don't have an institutional email on this domain, then you can always reach out to the email address we provided, remoteaccess@duls.edu.ac.in, and we will sign up and send you your login credentials. Okay. One question from Sandhya: does it have a platform for differently abled students, visually impaired students, and which covers undergrad syllabi of different streams? Sandhya, one thing, of course, I mean, I'm sure Rajesh sir will be able to throw more light on this question, but I want to share my experience with you. So in last 3 months, I have received this feedback from almost all the major university systems, right? From BHU, from DU multiple times, from AMU, from RGPV in Madhya Pradesh. And I understand this is a requirement. This is a very critical requirement. We need to be able to provide access to visually impaired students of the platform. And thus, in that direction, we are working on a client, we are working on a platform which will take your search queries in audio format and will be able to recite full text right back to you. We are already working in that direction. We are working with a third-party firm. But please, I mean, this will take some time, right? There are multiple experience issues that we need to resolve before making it live. So I believe the time period for us to come back with a version for visually impaired students is probably at least 5 to 6 months from now, at least, right? But we are working in that direction, and that feedback is very well received. We understand that's a requirement, and we are certainly working in that direction. Ayushi ma'am, how can we access plagiarism software? It is outside the purview of this eLibrary platform, but I'm sure Rajesh sir or Bhavna ma'am will be happy to answer that query. Once I'm done with my queries, I'll of course, hand over some of these queries to Bhavna. Preeti is asking, can we download these ebooks or not? And probably she faced some issue in downloading ebooks. Okay, Preeti, one thing, there are publishers like Cambridge University Press. Let's just take that one example. Cambridge University Press or Oxford University Press. I mean, we have a massive collection of ebooks, both available through open access and through our subscribed databases, right? So in ebooks, we have close to 2,241 subscribed titles and about 18,000 open access titles, right, Preeti? Open access titles, I am 99% sure that you can download all of them. For these subscribed titles, let's just look at the publishers ones, because there cannot be a direct answer for this. Like Taylor and Francis, I'm sure they have all the ebooks available in PDF format, and you can download them and you can keep them on your system and you can read the full text. CUP, same case. Elsevier, same case. Wiley, same case. OUP, same case. But there are ebooks from, let's say, EBSCO. Okay. On EBSCO, you can only download a few pages. I don't have the count or the number of pages right now, but I think up to 1 chapter or 100 pages is what you can download, right? So it depends on publisher to publisher, right? But most of the content that you see, whether it's subscribed or open access, I believe you can download the full text on your system. If you are facing any issue with a particular publisher, then please feel free to write to us and we will look into it, and rest assured, we will come back to you with the resolution or with at least with the response on the same day itself. we have a very prompt team, and you will have all your access or download issues resolved on the same day. So come back to us in case you are facing any issue in downloading ebooks from a particular publisher. Please let us know. Okay, can these search results be saved? Rama ma'am, I have already explained that in my demo. You can always save as many search results, both from catalog or from article, into reading lists, and all your reading lists are saved perpetually on the platform. And this is where you see your all the saved items or saved search results. And in fact, if you save something on web, you can access it on mobile. If you save something on mobile, you will also be able to see those saved items on the web platform. So it's perfectly in sync. Okay, for the webinars recording, of course, we are recording this session. We also want to point out that there is a live streaming running on YouTube as well. And if Bhavna, I mean, if you can also share the URL with all the participants for the live streaming URL, it will be nice. So this session will stay on YouTube, and you can catch on to this entire session on YouTube. We are sharing the link in the chat box. Okay. One question from a user is, how can we probably recommend a journal which is not currently subscribed by DU library system? Any journal or any database, if they wanted to be included in the system, what is the process? Okay, so probably there is a recommendation mechanism in the DU system. Again, Bhavna ma'am is more equipped to answer that question. Sakshi Bhatia, we take this feedback. This is very correct. If the citation format is not even supported by Zotero, then probably we can include export in BibTeX format, right? So I'll take this. I'll make a note of this one. And while we are in the process of developing an integration with Zotero, I'll make sure that BibTeX export is also done. Dr. Kumar, Amit Kumar sir, you please give another shot to the platform after this demo. I'm sure, I mean, you must have got some clarity on the type of collections that we have. But if you still feel that the platform is lacking the number of resources related to your subject area, then please do give your feedback to us. You can again write to us. The email is available in the footer. I've already mentioned the remote access at ls.du.ac.in email a few times. You can please reach out to us. Let us know. I mean, this is, we understand. I mean, we have about 11 lakh full text resources on the eLibrary, but this still would be a subset of the entire knowledge world, right? So whatever you feel we are lagging behind in, please point out to us, tell us your subject area, and I guarantee you that we will work very hard to make sure that all your research interests, all your subject area, all your keywords are taken care of. If we can find something from open access domain, we will make it a part of this eLibrary. And if, I mean, subscriptions need to be altered, if some new subscriptions need to be added to the platform, we will again pass on that feedback to the central library team to take action. Okay, Neeraj Pant, if we download a book, are there any copyright infringements? Can we share a chapter of the book with our students? Okay, so the way I understand is, if you are an authorized user of DULS, if Delhi University Library System, and you have access to Delhi University eLibrary, you are authorized to download any book which is available on this platform, right? You can, there is no copyright infringement in downloading a book. There is no copyright infringement in also using the contents of that book for preparing your lecture, for delivering a lecture, right? Or preparing your book, your notes for your students. There is absolutely no copyright infringement. Copyright infringement happens if you are downloading some resource for which you are not authorized. So for an example, if you download something from Sci-Hub, certainly there is a copyright infringement. But if you are a user of DU eLibrary, rest assured, you have all the rights to download journal articles, books on your platform, right? You are authorized to do that. I mean, you have the rights to access this content, to download it and use it for your learning and research purposes. There is no copyright infringement whatsoever in that. Okay, Dr. Amit Kumar, where is video lecture located? You go to e-resources. In every search, you will find video lectures showing up, but you can also go to video lectures here in by format. You will find this link here. You click here and you will see 132,000 plus video lectures. Swagata Karmakar ji, is DU college login working, such as at rla.du.ac.in? Yes, it certainly works. Please try the login option, this login option. Login with DU official account. Use this one and you'll be able to seamlessly access the credentials. Again, another query seems like a repetition, but I'll still address this. If you have DU official email address, you don't even need to get yourself registered. You can log in with your official email address by using this option. Okay. Dr. Babita, if students do not have official DU email account, then of course they'll have to be registered on the platform. And I've already explained the process. Please, they need to write to remote access at ls.du.ac.in with their ID card or library card or fee slip, which helps us authenticate a user that yes, he's a part of DU family. So once we do that, we will register them, right?
Here, I would like to clarify that ask the students to attach a picture of their iCard or fee slip with the email, with the request email.
Yes, ma'am. If you could also throw some light on the plagiarism software and the process of recommending content for edition. If you could please address those 2 points as well.
You can send your recommendations on the same email ID, and we have a key for the subscription of e-resources. The recommendations would be put forward for the review and consideration by the committee, and whatever the decision of the committee would be, accordingly it would be the action would be taken. And for the plagiarism detection software account, we provide it only to the faculty members of the University of Delhi, and they can send their email on the same email ID, or if there is another email ID mentioned on our website, they can send their request there to their institutional email ID only, and then the account would be created and they would be intimated on the same email ID about the creation of the account. Plagiarism detection account. So currently we are using Urkund software, which is renamed as Original.
Thank you so much.
Anything else?
Ma'am, I'll come back to you for more library related queries. There are a few collection related queries which I believe we can pick.
One more thing.
Yes.
One more thing I would like to convey to the audience here, that when we go to platform, I receive few emails that this book is not accessible through Project Muse or some kind of databases. I would like to inform audience that we are not subscribing any bundle of books from any database. Whatever ebooks we are subscribing subscribing, we have listed the ebooks under our ebooks tab. So if you are trying to access any ebook from any database interface, that would not be accessible. So although what generally we do is, if we get some request for any of the material which is out of subscription from University of Delhi subscription, we ask our partner libraries to send that, and generally most of the times we get that, and we are able to honor the request of the users. So please keep sending your request for any article or anything you need, the content you need. We would try our level best to provide you, even if it is out of subscription. That's it from my side for the time being, Mohit. If you have if you're getting some other questions, please carry on.
Sure. Yes, ma'am. So just to add to ma'am's point, so for an example, Bloomsbury ebooks, I mean, on Bloomsbury platform, they might have thousands of ebook titles, but currently our subscription is limited to these 10 ebooks from Bloomsbury, right? So this is what you can access full text of, right? If you want some additional Bloomsbury ebook to be added to this collection or to our subscription, you need to write to us. And whatever is accessible to you is listed on the platform in the easiest manner possible. So from OUP, we have 107 ebooks. From MIT Press, we have 3. From Cambridge University Press, we have close to 428 ebooks. So everything that's accessible is already aggregated on the platform. One question from a user is whether we have access to IndiaStat. Answer is yes. You will find it here. And if you go through the eLibrary to IndiaStat, you will be automatically authenticated and you will be able to access the stats, right? Another thing, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to skip a few questions which I feel are repetitive in nature. I'm sure I must have answered some of them. Okay, so do we have other language material available on the platform? I understand, Ravina ji, that we have somehow restricted our aggregation to English and Indian regional languages, but I have already received this feedback. We need to include content for departments of who do study in foreign languages, right? Like Department of Germanic or Romance and Romance Studies. So you need content in French, Spanish. So we understand that requirement. We are working in that direction. And you can always write to us on your email support handle, and we'll make sure that your feedback is addressed promptly. Okay. Okay. Do we have American the management journal, Bhavna, on DOE library?
What is the full name?
AMA. AMA is the
American Management Association.
Yes, ma'am.
Publications.
Yes, ma'am.
No, we are not
American
subscribing
Marketing
to AMA
Association journals or American Management Association journals. Yeah.
If I'm not sure about the titles of American Management Association's journals, but as per the membership of the publisher is concerned, we are not directly subscribing. We might be subscribing some titles which is covered in other databases, but
Yes.
directly we are not subscribing to the entire database of publications of these two associations.
Yes, ma'am. So one query, ma'am, which
we have to check. I'm not sure. We have to check there because there are so many titles which has been provided through the aggregators.
Yes,
so I'll check, and the requester can write an email and we'll respond to it.
So another query is probably related to Harvard Business Review or their case studies. whether they are included in the subscription portfolio. I think the same
No, no.
we
You
do
can send
have
your
it.
recommendations for the same. We'll put forward in front of the committee.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So I think we have covered almost all the queries. I understand I might have missed a few, but still, I mean, this. Let's just continue this engagement, and we can please feel free to write to us. We have already given you the 2 email addresses, and your suggestions for addition of more content or addition of features on the platform will be certainly addressed in the most prompt manner possible. I hope I was able to do some justice to this session and explain to you all the features of the platform and all the collections that reside on this platform. And I now hand over the session back to Bhavna ma'am to take it further.
Thank you, Mohit, for this wonderful session. And thank you all audience for being there and giving your precious time. And we are honored on the Librarians Day to be with you. And if you have any query, we are always available. Please write to us. In most of the cases, we try to answer email on the same day. But in case there are some pressing issues, then at the most, we'll answer the next day. So thank you everyone for joining. And Labrin sir is in a meeting. I would end this session on his behalf, and my sincere thanks to all of you. Thank you.